Hello, everyone. I just got home from San Francisco. It's been a day. So, I made it, and I'm just setting up right now because we're gonna do a little DIY today to kind of calm down everything from my trip. But first, I need to kind of pull up the chat so that I can actually see what you guys are saying, if you are saying anything back. Okay, no one has said anything yet. But for those who have made it, welcome back. I'm gonna get a couple more things set up on here. Hello, Tom Smith. He says, hello to my queen. I want a foot run. I don't know what that is. Graham says, greetings, mistress. Hello, Graham. Nice to see you. All right. So, just getting myself set up. This is a mask that my mom just gave me. Isn't she so cute? Let's see, what do I want? Oh my God. Ooh, dance party. I love these filters. Okay, I think that one suits my DIY mode the best. Graham says, hope you enjoyed your trip, ma'am. I did indeed. And you guys will, of course, be seeing a recap video because, you know, I like to do those. Ooh, okay. So today, instead of just talking to the camera as I usually do, I will be doing that as well. But I will be taking my mask that my mom just gave me, and since there are these little sparkles on them, I'll actually be adding some crystals to them and see how, you know, that goes. Because I have so many of these in my stash, and yeah, might as well do something with it. I wish there's a way to like stream both my face and what I'm doing, but I guess I'll just like show in progress as I go. Ooh, these are very tiny crystals. Okay, so I got my glue. Tom Smith says, does my queen want a foot rub? Of course I do. I've been traveling. All right, so we're just gonna dab a little bit of this glue on. See, I just got home and I'm already making something because this is like my detox time. Oh, it's a lot of glue that's coming out though. Yee. How is everyone else doing? For my fellow Americans, did everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving? Or at least some family time? Ooh, okay, so I'm using like this wax pencil to kind of pick up these crystals, and it's actually working. I thought it was totally a gimmick. Graham says, well, if we have to select an option, we would choose Mistress's hauntingly beautiful face. Ooh, I like that. I hope haunting is in a good way, Graham. Oh no, I dropped the crystal. Okay, that's the problem with having carpet. It goes missing and you can't do anything about it. Okay. Graham says, in a very good way, ma'am. Yay. That's what I like to hear. Ooh, these crystals are like incredibly tiny. I don't know if you can see that. It's not focusing, but yeah. Super tiny. Gregory says, good evening. Good evening to you too. Do any of your families cook anything interesting besides like the regular turkey stuff for fellow Americans? Oh man. Out of curiosity. Okay. Graham says, your mask will be a work of art by the time you complete it. It's pretty complete already, to be honest. I'm just embellishing it because, well, I mean, it has the makings of being super sparkly, but it isn't in real life. And so, what better way to make that happen than to bedazzle it yourself? Amy White says, hiya mistress, are you gonna pour yourself a drink? No, I'm gonna decompress for a little bit because I just got off a flight. And yeah, it took way longer to get home because Uber is raising their rates per driver. And so I had to like go through the debacle of downloading a Lyft and going through that and waiting for a driver because there aren't as many Lyft drivers as Uber drivers here. And then when I got home, the elevator wasn't working. And so I had to trudge up the stairs. So I need a drink. Do I want one? I feel like it could wait because right now I'm just decompressing with a little bit of bedazzle work. I've already finished that section. I'm not going crazy on it. Graham says, I'm envious of the Thanksgiving tradition. A turkey dinner would be lovely. Do you British folk have traditions that we're not really aware of that have to do with food, maybe? I know there's like beer festivals that happen in Europe, but other than that, I'm not quite sure. Or even in Scotland. Amy White says, I can second what Graham is saying. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving in the UK. Right, but is there something else that you do that's like tied into kind of history? I mean, ours isn't really a historical celebration, really. They say it is, but it's not. It's a Hallmark holiday. Hallmark is a greeting card company that used to thrive heavily off of these holidays in order to sell their greeting cards, their banners and signage, but everything is all digital now, so they've kind of lost importance. Graham says, beer festivals are fun. Falling over is a popular conclusion to the celebration. I watched a guy's Munich Oktoberfest recap video. Actually, it's not a recap. It was more like, you know, his touring video, if you will. And, yeah, they had this merry-go-round where after you drink, you go and try to stand up on it, and the last person to stand without falling over wins. Many people end up puking afterwards, but it's very entertaining to watch, especially from afar where you don't have to smell any of that. But yeah. I believe it was in one of the tents, and each tent had a different brand of beer that was being featured, I think. So that was fun to watch and see people fall over. Also, like, the women who were serving these guys were incredibly strong for their size. Like, they can hold like 6 steins, beer steins in each hand, full. It's incredible, actually. Must have very strong arms. Amy says, once we have had Halloween, Christmas is the next big thing for us in the UK. Yeah, I figure. I mean, it was really funny. My Lyft driver was like, Happy New Year. And she's like, wait, did I say Happy New Year? She's like, Merry Christmas. I was like, well, New Year's coming too, and hopefully it's going to be a better one. Slave Anna says, hello, what are we talking about? We are talking about Thanksgiving and other cultural types of like traditions, I guess, because Thanksgiving just happened in America, and I just got off the plane because I went to go see my family for the first time since February of this year, and it was great. I was just asking if any other like European countries, you know, or any other countries in the world have this kind of thing where you gather around and eat food. I mean, in China, we have like Chinese, well, I'm not from China, but like in Chinese culture, we have Chinese New Year, and then because they still kind of celebrate the lunar calendar, they have the Mooncake Festival, which is based off of a legend of the moon goddess, which is actually a really heartbreaking story. Graham says, in Derbyshire, we have Shrove Tuesday in February, which involves pancakes, more beer, of course, and Shrovetide football, which is like rugby with no rules, and even more beer. Oh, I'm sure you're gonna need beer after being pummeled to half dead. But, you know, I guess you know that going in. That sounds like a good time. But where's the meat? Usually, you need to have like a meat dish to go with this, or at least like meat pies or something. Slave Anna asks, are there Indians in LA who celebrate Diwali? I know in San Francisco Bay Area they celebrate it because there's a lot of Indians in tech. So some of the companies, you know, kind of have their own version of that, I guess. But I'm not quite sure what what you guys celebrate during Diwali. Yes, I am making a craft. I'm doing a DIY mask. Like, my mom just gave me a face mask, so I'm here. You can see this side that it hasn't been done yet. It's got a bunch of like sparkles. So I'm adding my own bling to the other side while I'm talking to you guys. Because I need to decompress from my travels today. And yeah, it looks pretty good actually. So Amy says, do you know the Scottish celebration called Burns Night? We eat haggis, neeps, and tatties. I don't know what the last two things are. I know what haggis is. Tell me more. Ken says, hello again, ma'am. Hello. Welcome to my late night DIY crafting stream. I just got off the plane from San Francisco. And already I am working on a new project. Graham says, I remember a Hindu lady watching the sunrise at the Grand Canyon with great reverence. Was that during Diwali time? When you were traveling? Adi says, hey, Nya. Hello. I don't know if that's hello, but hello. Nice of you to join my stream. Graham says, our Indian community here in Derby celebrate Diwali with lots of lights. Amy says, Neeps is turnip and tatties are potato. Oh, it's like taties, or like, here we say tatoes. Or taters if you're from the South, I suppose. Slave Anna says, recently there was another festival called Chhat. They worship the sun. Ooh, those are my kind of people. All about the sun. Addie, I don't really understand your language, but you're asking about Bali, and if you're asking if I've ever been to Bali, that's a no. But it is on my bucket list, of course, because it's a gorgeous city that I have been meaning to visit. And so, yes, I will visit that in the future. The best way to figure out where my travels are going to be next is if you go onto my website, dominamara.com, and you sign up for my newsletter. I send an email every month to tell you guys, you know, news, other things that you can, you know, catch up on. Steven says, hope I'm not too late. Not at all. I just started 20 minutes ago. Welcome. Slavana says, I joined from Canada. Which other places have people joined from? Well, there's UK and Scotland right now. Not sure if Slavana's in India, but they may be ethnically Indian. And then somebody said something about Bali. So, yeah. Amy is asking. Oh, Steven says, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing well. I just got off the plane. Literally. Like, I'm actually a little late for streaming because I was intending to stream at 9 p.m. Pacific time. However, Uber and Lyft were being quite difficult this evening, but luckily I made it. And in addition to that, my elevator was broken for the umpteenth time. So, you know, I'm decompressing by being on stream now and by bedazzling my new face mask. Because I just need to be in a zen space right now. And this is helping me do that. And you guys are helping me do that. So thank you for being here. I'm a little disappointed though at how little people actually watched my Hawaii recap video that I posted on Saturday. It's like really low views. So if you haven't seen it, go take a look because I put a lot of effort into that. And it's actually probably my favorite recap video to date. Just because it was such a great trip for myself earlier in the year. Pre-pandemic, of course. So give that a like when you can. Let's see. Amy is asking, what is that red thing on your ceiling, mistress? It's a plastic cover for my fire detector? Smoke detector. Because I do a lot of like incense and candles and all the stuff that has a lot of smoke. So I put that up there to dissuade the alarm from going off because I'm usually at home if I'm not out and about. Kent says Oakland, California here. Oh, that's right. But you didn't session with me while I was in town. And I had a really lovely hotel. As I mentioned, I will be doing a recap video, so stay tuned for that, because I start in wine country, aka Napa Valley, on this trip, which was amazing. And actually, those people in Napa really know how to like navigate through COVID really well because they are meant for like rest and relaxation. They like really know how to do the safety thing. And it was quite impressive. Steven says, is Columbus, Ohio on your list at any point in the future? Not really, unfortunately. However, it's not that far from New York, I believe. So the next time I tour New York, and you see that on the list, I encourage you to come into the city. I usually stick with major metropolitan cities like Chicago, DC, and what are some other ones? Seattle, Boston. So Steven says, I hate broken elevators when yeah, right? It's like it gives you the like it was giving me hope because it opened and closed and you can press the buttons, but it didn't go anywhere. So it was kind of a tragic letdown, if you will. It's like gives you all that hope and then it's just like, haha, just kidding, I'm not working. But Steven says, I hate broken elevators. When I stayed at a hotel once for a convention, these idiots kept pressing all the buttons, making it stop on all the floors, and it overloaded. Then I had to take the stairs. Yeah, that's really annoying. I think if I were you, after I saw them press all the buttons, I literally would have just gotten off at the next floor and just taken another elevator or gone up the stairs then, because that's just really rude and inconsiderate. People are crazy. Like, I think the pandemic has made people even more crazy than normal. Like, I've seen some really weird stuff since I was out and about during this trip. I'm not really going to go through it now because I don't really want to relive those negative thoughts and experiences. But yeah, people are nuts. Steven says, like, from the 19th floor, how many floors were there in total? Graham says, in that case, we shall be obliged to watch the Hawaii video and obey promptly. But also keep this window open because it's good to also hear. I would say give a thumbs up to the Hawaii video now and then go back and watch it. It'll be in your history if you click on it now. And then you can go watch it and listen to the sounds of the ocean, because who doesn't like that? It's super soothing. Kent says, no ma'am, my bad, but we'll be more prepared next time. Are you subscribed to my newsletter? Graham says, glad to hear that Mistress visited a COVID-safe environment. Yeah, I've been good this whole time. And honestly, there's nothing much different than like playing before versus playing now, because I've always been extremely like good at cleaning and disinfecting everything because that's what you're supposed to do normally. The only difference is I wear a mask everywhere I go, except for when I'm taking some photos or if I'm in a space where I know I'm alone, which usually coincides with the taking photos part. Like, I posted a lot of pictures of me on Twitter, and a lot of them don't have me with a face covering. It's because I took it off, because I can, because no one's around me. But then, of course, I put it back on, because I'm still in public and trying to be safe. Steven says, drunk morons, what can I say? you need a drink. Not to get drunk, but just like as a reward for going through that. Or maybe to help make you feel better after experiencing that. Oh my God, I already finished this side. Maybe I'll do more because I'm feeling like this part is looking a little bare. What do you guys think? You can barely tell, but up close it sparkles. Amy says, I used to stay in high flats years ago. I stayed on the 23rd floor, which was the top dancer, as we called it. Penthouse suite, I guess you could call it. Lol. Ooh, fancy. That's nice. In 10 or so years I stayed there, I got stuck in the lift about half a dozen times and only had to climb the stairs once to get to my flat. Yeah, I wouldn't like getting stuck in the elevator. I would like to actually have to climb the steps knowing I'll be okay rather than being stuck. Ugh, I would not. Nope. Kent says, yes, ma'am. Good. Steven says, there was like 20-something floors in the building, but I was in one of the upper floors, just my luck. And I'm guessing, were you heading down or up? Because you're already on the... I guess you were going up. Because going down isn't too terrible. Steven says, guess that many flights of stairs served as my workout routine for that weekend. Indeed. Graham says, I have just given the Hawaii video a like. I shall watch it properly later. Good man. It's a really fun one and a relaxing one. I like to watch that video to relax myself in the morning and to help motivate me to edit new videos, because the documenting part is fun, but when I have to sit down and organize everything into a very fun, entertaining way, that's when it gets a little tedious, but I do enjoy it. Ooh, sparkles in my hair. Okay. I need bigger sparkles. Cool. Steven says, to sum up the predicament in one word, elevator. I like it, but it kind of makes the elevator sound cooler in some way, but Carlton says, good evening, Miss Mara. I guess you know my OnlyFans subscription expired. Sensei Splinter sends his regards. Ah, why is it expired? Why haven't you renewed? I have new good content coming out. Also, I just took a video of myself bathing in my marble bathroom that I had in San Francisco. Don't tell me you missed that. I may do a flash sale tomorrow for Cyber Monday. Maybe, if I remember. Kent says, I also just gave the video a like, ma'am. Good job. Amy says, I can see you as the type of person who, if you went to the cinema, you would sit and knit whilst watching the film. Your hands are always busy is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'd be busy snacking. I actually like to enjoy films, so I wouldn't be looking down at my hands often. Knitting and sewing kind of require that just because I've tried crocheting before without looking, and I was quite good at it, but I also did a little bit too much in this. I got overzealous and did too much on one row, and so I had to undo that, and it kind of wasted some time and effort, so I learned to kind of just, you know, coordinate appropriately. Depends on the context. Graham says, it has always looked like a very attractive chain of islands, although I'm sure it became even more beautiful as soon as Mistress arrived there. Yeah, actually it was looking a little dull, and I think it's because it was off season. I always like to go to places when it's not high season because I really dislike crowds. And it doesn't make for good photos if it's just packed all the time, because the first time I like to visit someplace, it's always going to be the touristy attractions and stuff like that, because that's what those places are known for. You might as well go there for the touristy traps. However, perhaps you go see them in a different light. Perhaps you go see them with a local. And then the second time I visit a place, should I visit a place again, I do the local stuff. More recently, all the new places that I've been visiting, I've been playing there as well. So that's been a great experience for me to combine the two, where, you know, I schedule time for me to explore the city, but then also time for me to really, you know, play and get to know the subs in that city or that area. Steven says, it's hard not to move even a millimeter for minutes or hours, not even blinking or hooking your eyes. My allergies would probably flare up. Well, knock on wood, luckily I don't have any allergies, which is unfortunate for some members of my family, because they have allergies. I guess I just got lucky with my genetic pool. I'm not quite sure. Oh man, these crystals keep on falling. Okay, they're very tiny. Nawa says, oh, I don't know if I'm saying your name right because the second part is in Cyrillic. But hello, they say taco salad somewhere along the WA University of Chicago? Okay. Third Eye says, hi, beautiful mistress, Miss Mara. I keep missing your lives. I'm half asleep on the East Coast, but I had to acknowledge you. Oh, thank you. Sorry I am so late today, but I tried my best. I just got off the plane from San Francisco, and it was a very taxing, I guess, flight, even though it was only 1 hour or under an hour. I don't even know. But yeah, transportation from the airport to my home, and on top of that with a broken elevator, was not the bee's knees. So I am decompressing by DIYing a new face mask that my mom just gave me, and I'm bedazzling it with rhinestones because I have so many of them and I haven't done anything with them for a long time. So what better way to use these than to put them on something that I'll be wearing daily. But thanks for saying hi, Third Eye. I miss you on my live streams as well. I mentioned you on a couple of them actually, so go back and check them. Steven says, it's like 1:45 a.m. here, but I've been up. I missed your last live because I was at work during the time you were live. Ooh. Yeah, sometimes see, this is why I don't like saying when I'm going to go live, because I had a post, it was a photo post on YouTube saying that I was going to be live at around 9:30. Well, I didn't get home until 9:40 or 9:45, and then I settled in, grabbed water, set up my computer, set up my camera, and by the time that I got my music up and everything, it was already 9:56, and I was like, okay, I'm not saying what time I'm gonna be on stream anymore, because it really depends on like what's happening in my life, and some of them I can't unfortunately control, so I do my best, you guys. Amy says, I think you deserve a wee dram, mistress. Maybe in a bit. I don't know how long we'll stay up because I am quite tired. I did have sessions yesterday and family time was wonderful, but I've had jam-packed days. Like, there's never a dull moment in my life, as you guys have probably seen from my previous recap videos. I go everywhere all the time, so I'm a bit tired, but like I mentioned, this is a fantastic way for me to decompress and recap with you guys. Kent says, did you teach the boys a lesson on your Bay Area trip? I did. And they want to see me again already, which is like super sweet. I love that. I've been winning a lot of newbies' hearts. And it's great. The hotel that I stayed at had like the temperature check and everything. It was so good. So Third Eye says, okay, I'll definitely. Oh, Amy says, it's 6:40 a.m. here in the UK. Oof, that's early. That's usually the time I get up, actually. I've been getting up early. I don't know why. I don't have to, but I check my emails during the morning. Third Eye says, okay, I'll definitely check them. They're so engaging and sexy. Oh, thanks. Amy says, yeah, I cheekily replied to your YouTube post about the time, lol. Yeah, I don't have a set time. I used to, and then I was just like, it was too much pressure for me to do it, and I don't want to burn out. So I decided, you know what? I'll just go on when I feel like it. It's my channel. I can do as I please. Third Eye says, your voice. Oh my God. Is that a good thing? What about my voice? You have the emoji with the heart eyes though, so that's good. Steven says, that sounds like me on Twitch, lol. No set fixed schedule, just depends on work and when I can set up to stream. It takes work to prepare. Yeah, unless you stream like every day and that's like your job. When it's definitely not my job. I definitely have other things that I do. What do you stream? Video games? Or any other type of artful production? Graham says, I remember O'Hare Airport in Chicago, very busy. I would have liked to have seen more of the city. It would be nice to visit the Blues Club sometimes. Ooh. I actually got to take a tour on a boat. It's always me and boats. On a boat around or looking at the skyline of Chicago, and that was really fun. They also had dining on there, so I don't know if that's kind of something that you would be interested in, but it was definitely a fun experience for me. And of course, I went with a fetishist because they are from Chicago. Not born there, but they currently reside there, so. Kent says, nice to hear. I hope to be in your line next time. Yay. I hope so as well. I've had a lot of people say that and then not book, so I'll see it when I believe it. No, I'll believe it when I see it. Damn, I'm tired. Third Eye says, your voice is naturally sensual on lives, but during sessions, guys could potentially go crazy. Oh, yes. One of the boys I played with, Subboy K, almost lost it when I was whispering in his ears. And I had my mask on the whole time, but, you know, in the moment. Made him all hot and bothered. Steven says, but worth it when the opportunity presents itself. Indeed. Oh, because Steven says, mostly just video gaming, but sometimes I'll occasionally break out cosplays and stream in cosplay as the character from the game. I'm streaming, not something I get to do all the time, unfortunately. What games do you play? Or do you stream? Amy says, did you end joining at Tal in LA? I did. The crowd is a little bit pretentious because, you know, you kind of have to have money to dine there. And the ambiance kind of lends itself to a more how do I say this in a nice way? To a more I don't know, pretentious is the only word that comes up in my head. It's Hollywood. I'll just say that. It's Hollywood. People have money who go there because it's not super affordable, but it's delicious, and the interior design is really, really beautiful. So you go there for the experience, you go there for the good quality of food, you go there for perhaps a, how do you call it, like somebody's birthday or some sort of milestone in your life. I was gonna say landmark. That's not really the right term to use for somebody's like life event. But yeah, I recommend it. And I believe they have one in, well, at least they had one in New York. I'm not sure now. Kent has a laughing emoji. Amy says, yep, that's right. I watched your recent video twice. Yay! You gotta watch them daily though so that I get counts, because if you watch it in the same day, unfortunately, I don't get the view count for both times that you watch it. Sword of Truth says, don't be a Penkoski? What's a Penkoski? Okay. Not really sure what sort of truth is trying to say, but yeah. All right, Stephen Code Black says, mostly just RE and MGS are my mainstays, but not limited to only that. Oh yeah, that's right, Metal Gear Solid. Steven says, it's easy for kinky guys like me to lose control over the slightest thing, it seems like. Yeah. Matt N says, are you barefoot? I am. Are you going to tip me to see my feet? Third Eye says, pretentious folks take themselves too seriously, lol. I mean, when you have money, it's really easy to kind of lose yourself in that world, maybe. I don't know. I don't have that kind of money, so I don't feel like I can relate. Goals, though, for sure. Graham says, I and a friend had a delightful evening on a narrow boat traveling around the canals just outside the city walls of Chester a few years ago. I'm sure Mistress would appreciate it. I would if you take me if I go there. Steven says, no idea what a Penkoski is either. I was actually just about to ask. I feel like it might be a troll. Not sure. Nawa says, so welcome. Amy says, I really want to spin that globe in the background. You're a troublemaker. You always want to do something when I'm away or like to my surroundings. I remember your mirror comment from when I was sitting in front of, obviously, my mirror in the living room, the other stream. Third Eye says, my God, you just woke me up. You have power. Indeed, I do. Kent says, I want to spin a wheel of misfortune for her. Lol. Why misfortune? I would like fortune. Matt says, lol, depends on what your color of your toenails. They're nude. They've been nude this whole pandemic. Graham says, very good. I shall be glad to show you the sights when you visit, Mistress. Yay! Sounds like a plan. Kent says, misfortune for the man the wheel decides. Aha. Touché. Well, that sounds like a fun time for me, though. Not going to lie. Raymond says, hi, Miss Mara. Just checking in from New Jersey to say hi. Half asleep, so I probably won't last long. Well, hello to you, too. I'm glad that you could make it just for a little bit. It's good to see you on my stream. Just got back from San Francisco, so I'm decompressing with you guys. And while I decorate my new face mask with some crystals. Got so many of them. Like, so many of them. Kent says, have you ever done that in a session? Like the spinning of a wheel of some sort? No, but I did have that as an idea. It just didn't happen because, actually because of COVID. So, boo. But think I'll do it again in the future. Or at least I'll propose it. Third Eye says, speaking of your toenails, how long have you grown them before? I actually just cut them because they were annoying me. So they're quite short right now. I don't like them being too long. Like, I can tolerate them having, like, if you know what French manicures are, having a little white strip past the bed of the nail is okay, but after a while it just snags on like bed sheets and I just can't stand it, so I cut them or file them. Filing actually takes too long, so I cut them. Ken says, cool, it's on my list, lol. You can bring one to our session in the future, and if you want me to use it, I can definitely write a few things on there. But typically I have a very creative mind, and so I kind of just do what I want on a whim in session. Amy says, I'm loving the naughty people who gag themselves and hide it with their face mask. I don't know anybody who does that, because it's already tough to breathe as it is. So I guess if you want to go the extra mile. But I personally don't know anyone else who does that, so good for you. If you're one of those people. Steven says, do you only do one-on-one sessions with subs, or have you done group sessions with multiple subs? Most subs claim that they want to be sessioning with another sub there. However, when it comes down to it, most of them don't actually pull that trigger. So I think for most, the ones that approach me at least, most of them, it's like a fantasy. So Graham says, leaving punishments to chance, a good definition of living dangerously in a fun way. I agree. It's always good to kind of leave it to the, to Providence, if you will. Raymond says, do you and your sub wear masks during sessions? I do the full time. However, if I need them to, if they're into like foot worship, there are times when I have allowed them to like lift the mask so that they can like have their mouth available to kind of like worship my feet. And then after session, I immediately spray down my feet before I walk anywhere. But I have mine on the whole time. Third Eye says, East Coast guys, stay up and stay strong. West Coast is spoiled for mistress. Usually it wouldn't be this late. Usually I try to like sign on around 7 p.m. But yeah, like I said, I just got off the plane, so today's a little different. And also, I don't know. I kind of just sign on whenever I have a moment because I tend to be doing other things throughout the day and, you know. I don't like saying that I'll be on a certain time, and then if I can't make it, you know, I guess I could just sign on. And even if I'm out and about, you guys would be able to see what I'm up to as I go about my day. Because some of you liked me doing my field trip to my kitchen, which was fun. Ken says, not to belabor this, but I also love the element of chance. Yeah, I think it's fun. Adds a little bit of randomness that we both can't control. But it also gives a little bit of, like, interpretation, you know? Like, I could interpret something in a different way than originally intended, and that could be fun. So, depends on the perspectives of things. Third Eye says, do you feel more powerful when you humble a taller sub, say over 6 feet, versus a sub that's your height or slightly taller? I don't think their height or appearance matters, honestly. I mean, the majority of the subs that I see who are male are taller than me. Some even more so with my heels on. And that doesn't matter to me because at the end of the day, it's about power control and power exchange. Sorry, power exchange and my control over them. And that isn't ever going to change. Actually, in fact, it'll just grow. So Steven says, even though I'm staying up at like almost 2 a.m. as of right now, that's one of the things I'd possibly need to be punished for, to be honest. Noted. I like how self-aware you guys are. Like, you already know what you need to be punished for. You kind of make my job very easy. Because you don't really necessarily have like a guilty conscience about it, but you're kind of like awaiting the punishment, which makes it funny to me. So Graham says, my best friend who worked as a professional dom is very petite, but had no difficulty asserting herself. Yeah, many doms don't have that problem, I feel. I think a lot of doms are very comfortable with the notion of asserting themselves, and like anybody can really bark orders. It's just a matter of how they do that and if they can maintain that throughout the entire session or scene, or in their life even, because some people, it might be fun and a novelty in the beginning, and then afterwards they're like, yeah, I'm done. And some people, they can do it till the day they can't anymore. Graham says, actually, it's her daughter's 24th birthday today. I must remember to wish her many happy returns later. Third Eye says, can the almighty Mara be humbled? I don't know. In what way? I'm humbled by the fact that I know that I know the pandemic is still at large, and I know that, you know, it's a risk for people to kind of be out and about. So that's a humbling kind of thought that I have when I go out. My mortality, I suppose. Amy says, I've never seen someone put so much effort into a face mask. Bet if you sold it, you would get a few quid. No, it's from my mom. I kind of like it. But it looks good, doesn't it? Raymond said, I've sessioned with a woman as tall as 6'5" and as short as 4'11". Yeah, and did it, like, bother you or mean anything less just because they were shorter or taller? No, right? What matters is the connection. At least I hope that's what would matter. If it was me personally. Santa Claus says, I've heard you've been a really naughty girl this year, Mara. I mean, define naughty, please. Give me a definition that I can go off of, because I feel like that's a very relative term. Steven says, the amount of effort taken can also vary depending on the individual's kinks too, can't it? Depending on what the sub is into. Also depends on, like, how much effort the dom is willing to go through for you. Because I know some very lazy so-called doms who, like, won't lift a finger to, like, do certain things. But, like, financial domination, sure, yeah, go ahead. I'll do that. That's, yeah. That's a whole other topic, but that's a really good analogy or example. Steven says, yeah, looks great so far. Thanks. Amy says, looks awesome, goddess. Your mommy will love it. Oh yeah, I guess I should take a photo of it and send it to her and be like, hey, look what I did on my YouTube stream. Third Eye says, sorry, I meant humbled during a session. Oh, yeah, I mean, my reward is at the end of every session, I see how happy my subs are. Like, it's just so wholesome for me because I know that I've done my job and I've done my job well. And if they return, that's even more proof that they can go out into the world, be who they are, and then come back and want to do it all over again with me. So that's really something special. And I feel like, you know, there's nothing really else like that in the world. Nothing else like that in the world, I should say. Which is awesome. Graham says, a masterpiece, or is that a mistress piece? I don't mind being called master at all. I think the term master is very much, how do you say, gender neutral? Santa Claus says ho ho ho. Okay. Amy says Santa. Raymond says height is no problem. As intimidating as a tall woman can be, having a short woman screaming at me and punishing me can be even better. I agree. Because it's easy to have like that domineering effect if you are taller. But yeah, I agree with that. Bradley says, hello. Third Eye says, I saw a petite woman with strong legs made a sub pass out. I guess it's hard to get a safe word out. I don't think anyone who makes somebody else pass out is being safe. I mean, unless they, yeah, I don't, because I know what people's limits are just by their body reactions. Third Eye says, a video of the session. Kent has tipped me $5, the first tip of the night. Kent says, thanks for answering the questions, ma'am, mine included. You're welcome. Thank you for the tip. Is there anything that you have been itching to see, itching to, I don't know, for me to talk about in depth, perhaps? Or is it just a token of your appreciation? I always try to give back to my viewers, especially if they tip. I can almost hear you typing. Amy says, Kent, ask mistress to put on heels. No, that can't be your request. It has to be from them. Also, it has to be PG. Aw, Kent says you. Why, thank you. See, I am humbled by this. Like, this means everything. So, thank you. Bradley says, how is everyone? Oh, that's so nice of you to ask how everybody is. Amy says, I'm just kidding on everyone. Sure. For some reason, I don't really believe you, but okay. Sure. Oh, this is so relaxing, everyone. I'm really enjoying this. Ken says, for now, let's call it a token. I'm sure I will have detailed questions in the future. I love it. Okay, sounds good. And Third Eye has tipped me $5. Yay! Thank you, Third Eye. Always a generous viewer. Is there anything you would like to ask or see so far? Graham says, may I say that your hair is especially silky this evening, ma'am? Yeah, oh, you know why? Because I took a bubble bath yesterday in that marble, how do you say, marble bathroom? It's on my OnlyFans. I took a bath and I guess my hair was soaking in it. Oh, I also went to, where did I go? I went to a spa resort in wine country that had mineral baths and salt baths. And so that really helped with my skin and my overall appearance. So, yeah. But yeah, I think the same thing too. It looks pretty good. Well, I think it also helps that there's a light right there. Usually I'm using like a light that's dimmed down in the front. But thank you. Third Eye says, I missed seeing your crossed legs and your nude toes. Ooh. Yes. Okay, I will show those in a second. I just want to get to a place that I'm comfortable with on this, because I feel like there's still areas that I could be bedazzling, and some glue kind of spilled onto my mat over here, and so I'm trying to use it before it dries up. Otherwise, I just have this glob that's just sitting there. So let me just use this a little bit more, and then I will show you my feet and crossed legs. Graham says, indeed, Mistress looks radiant. Thank you. Bradley says, nice mask. Ooh, you can thank my mom. I'll tell her you said you liked it. She gifted it to me when I went up there to San Francisco. Amy says, Mistress, put the face mask down. You have excelled yourself. I know. I do this a lot. Steven! Ooh, Steven has tipped me 666. Hail Satan. If this is allowed to be requested with the amount donated, since Amy wants that so much, I'll donate for Mistress Mara to put on heels. Oh my gosh, look at you guys teamworking. All right, I see you. But first, I need to show my bare feet because Third Eye has requested that first. I actually have, which heels should I put on? I have a lot, but what is easy to get to? Because I just came home, so all my luggage is like blocking my shoe shelf. All right, let's see. Steven says, just trying to be nice. Oh no, you're more than nice, you're generous. Thank you for the tip. Third Eye says, your hair is a nice length. Ever let your hair grow to your waist? It is down to my waist. It's pretty long. Amy says, Steven, bruh. Jungle Climber, hi Mistress Mara. Hello. Okay, so feet's time. Steven says, do you have any chunky 90s style heels like Skechers or No Boundaries block heels? I had the white ones that were similar to the black ones that I showed last time. And yeah, wait. We'll take a stroll over there. But first, let me do this for Third Eye. Let's see. What can I do? Oh, you can barely see my feet. Okay, there. That's better. Yeah, that's more like it. This is me at my office. Me as I'm waiting for, I don't know, a submissive to crawl across the floor. Perhaps. Amy says, am I allowed to have a say in the heel choice? No, you didn't tip. I mean, maybe the color. I don't know if I have it. Jungle Climber says, nice legs and feet, Mistress Mara. Thank you. Hey, those are the winners of, what is it? Ice Princess and Ice Queen, most intriguing foot model of the year, 2020. Also, if you like this stream, give it a thumbs up. I only see 8 thumbs up so far. And there's more than 8 of you watching. Graham says, fun fact, in the book of Revelation, 666 is the numerological spelling of Neron. Nero, the Roman emperor at the time. Oh man, if only Stan was on this chat right now. He's a Roman fanatic. Amy says your laugh is class. Amy says patent high heels is my favorite, just saying. I'm gonna go with the chunky platforms. Steven says, whenever I hear the name Nero, I always think of the DMC series. Raymond says, I don't have a foot fetish, but you do have impressive feet. Thank you. Kent says, the boys loved the feet and almost panty peek. I'm good at that. All right, we're taking a field trip over to my shoe shelf. Oh man, it's kind of la la la. It's a little tough. Ugh, okay, let's see. What do we have here? How do I like flip the screen? Okay, here. So, chunky. I have the same ones as before. Don't remember. Oh, this is really tough to do, like, when I'm not... Ooh. I don't have 2 hands. Okay. Whoa. Let's see. Yeah, I've got these. So those are the same as the ones from before. I'm going to take these out. And step over my luggage again. Okay, so okay. Steven says, double may cry. Bradley says, y'all are funny. Amy says, pick shiny heels, please. You can tip me for that next time. This is for Steven, because he was the one who tipped me. They're going to be the opposite of what you want, actually, Amy. Okay, let's see. Third Eye says, thank you so much, mistress. You're welcome. Thank you for the tip. Ooh. Oh, it's so fuzzy. Gotta go this way. All right. There we go. Graham says mistress should have a maid in attendance to do her unpacking for her. I don't like people touching my things, remember? Steven says, they're a shiny white if you want to be technical, Amy. That's so funny. And they are patent, actually. So it's a compromise. Kent says, laughs at Graham. Thumbs up. Amy says, part of me thinks you are happy. It's the opposite of what I wanted. You've got a tip. Let's see. Nope, you can't see that. Yeah, there you go. Whoops. If that's not chunky, I don't know what is. But yeah, kind of goes well with my outfit, I suppose. It's like a winter snow buddy. Amy says, Steven, you made this happen, so I'm gonna let you ridicule me. Okay. Steven says, winter Dom look. Indeed. Have you guys seen that Dom who's like snowboarding off of a guy? It's an awesome, I don't know if it's a meme or just an awesome reality of something that happened. Look it up. It's really cool. Actually, there are memes about it, so I would say it is a meme, a legit meme. Third Eye says, interesting shoes. Leave something to the imagination because I know how pretty your feet are. A sub should take those off. Yes. They're not the easiest to put on. They're very snug. So. Bradley says, oh damn, nice boots. Thanks. Raymond says, nice lower thighs. Are you doing leg extensions? Is that an exercise move? Maybe not, since I clearly don't know what that is. I did do some Pilates over Thanksgiving. That was part of the spa place that I went to. Graham says, I'm guessing that everyone stopped typing for a minute to admire Mistress in her oh so chunky boots. Amy says, where are the Huskies? Oh my God, I love Huskies. I would totally have a bunch just to have, but it's a little too hot in LA, unfortunately. Raymond says yes. Yes to Graham. Amy says, sorry, couldn't help myself. No need to apologize. Okay. Bradley says, yes, Graham, yes, we did. Third Eye says, her legs are pretty strong. She said this in another live. Yes, and actually in San Francisco, I wrapped one of my subs in my legs because he didn't tell me he had a foot thing. And I was like, how do I find out about this in the last 30 minutes of our 2 hour? Like, what? He got punished for it, obviously. Obviously. Ken says, guilty, Graham. Graham says, thought so. Raven says, yes to leg extensions being an exercise. Oh, I don't know. What are those? I should know this, but I don't. Ah, I got glue on my hand. Oh no. Oh no! Okay, I'm making a mess. Damn it! Ugh. Okay. Third Eye asks, what was his punishment? 20 hard paddles on his rear. And he had to thank me after each one. Of course. Bradley says he had to eat dirt. No, not quite. That would be fun to make one of my subs do in the future. I like it. Kent says, I'm off to bed, ma'am. Great to see you again. I'll watch for your newsletter. Sounds good. I'll be live streaming again soon, so catch it in the future. And you can always rewatch this stream at a later time. And don't forget to also watch my Hawaii trip. And look out for my San Francisco recap. Have a good night. Amy says, Third Eye. Your username was probably his punishment. Oh, Amy. Graham says, which reminds me to do my press-ups later. Yeah, I was able to do like 15 actual push-ups, which was surprising because I've been rather weak since I haven't gone to the gym. So, yay. Carlton says, those boots remind me of the song, those boots are made for walking, and they will walk all over you. Oh, yeah. I mean, they'd be great for trampling, honestly. Can't deny that. Third Eye says, random, I know they're not the trend, but I loved seeing women wear Toms. Weird, right? Did you used to wear them? I did. I actually sold mine, my used ones, to someone, oh dang, where was it? North Carolina? I don't know. Somebody else has them because they were really like gross and stinky, just the way he liked them. So he purchased them. And he, I guess, I don't know if he knew I was a foot model, but he had followed my page for a very long time. My Instagram, I mean. And yeah, asked me if I had Toms. And I actually own a pair of wedges that are also Toms. So they're open toe, they're black canvas, and you can, and they're like this high maybe, that taper down. So Bradley says, who wants to get their butt whooped? Oh, wait. Hang on. Steven says, 20 hard paddles. What did he do to earn those? He didn't tell me he had a thing for feet until the last 30 minutes. Kent says, deal. Night. Night. Steven says, needs to make a note of that. Third Eye says, oh, Amy, I see you taking shots. I've never taken a shot on this stream before. I've always been the sipper. Because usually it's very hard whiskeys or like cognacs. Although one time I think I did champagne. No, it was a white wine. Yeah, it was a white wine. Ooh, it's looking good, guys. Still not done though. Whoa, okay. Okay. Russian person, you have a bunch of words that kind of string together that look like they make a sentence, but I don't know what you're saying. But also, you're giving a heart. I understand your emojis. So there's a heart, a thumbs up, a heel, 100, and another heart, a purple heart. So I think you like the shoes. Steven says, I do. Third Eye says, I miss foot parties having multiple feet to choose from. COVID sucks. Ah, well, you should only be wanting to worship my feet. Especially if you're just watching my channel. Bradley says, and then he got his ass whipped for not telling you. Yes, yes, he did. And then I destroyed him with my legs around him and with my mouth, or with my voice in his ear. Amy says, you have a Scottish guy with you right now, mistress. Let's do a shot together. Not tonight. If you tipped me, I would. But it's got to be Amy that tips me. No one else can do it for Amy. Third Eye says, will mistress punish Amy in person? Perhaps if I make it over there to Scotland. Or if Amy makes it over to LA, or if we do an online session. There's so many possibilities. Amy says, Third Eye, yes, please. Graham says, yes, COVID is a party pooper. I was hoping to see my Jamaican friend this week. She's a London health worker, but can't because of restrictions. Yeah, LA just got put on another lockdown. Due to the cases that keep on rising because people are dumb. But, yeah, we have a curfew from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. And there's lockdown for all non-essential people for the next 3 weeks, starting tomorrow. So, yay! Now, your sentences are really bizarre, man. I'm not trying to to laugh at them, but they are really crazy. And I don't know how to respond to them except for me understanding the emoji. So I'll give you a thumbs up. Third Eye says, just kidding, mistress. Please forget I said that. I literally placed myself under your feet. Mm-hmm. Sure. Oh, damn. Look at this. So messy. Ooh. Oh my God. Working with this craft glue is so fun. Amy says, get Russian dude blocked. I mean, he's not necessarily saying anything crazy. I feel like Sword of Truth was spamming. So if there was a third encounter of that, I would have put them in timeout. But I don't think this person is trying to be, you know, rude. Oh man. Okay. See, the more you work on something, sometimes the less it's gonna look good because you keep on noodling on it and yeah. Ooh. All right. What? Raymond says, lockdown politicians. Yeah. Lockdown politicians who go to French Laundry for $400 a plate for another politician's birthday party. Steven has tipped me another $15. He says, I'll throw in a little extra to see you walk, tap, stomp, etc. within reason in those boots. I should probably be spanked and paddled hard for this if I get too carried away. Well, you know, tipping is another thing. Like, your requests are not unreasonable. And so for me, I will agree to them because I think those are fine suggestions. Let me just like handle this first because this is kind of a mess. Good Lord. Oh, okay. Think fast. So I will do that in a second, but just hang tight while I figure this situation out. Bradley says, why he gotta get blocked? Yeah, see, I don't have any problem with them. I think there's just a language barrier, honestly. Which is also another reason why I would love to speak multiple languages so that I could just like converse with everybody. Okay. So, hang on, I need a bigger rhinestone. Okay. Graham says, yes, our politicians in England aren't popular at the moment. I feel like everyone's politicians are no bueno right now. Sorry, I gotta concentrate on this right now because there is literally glue everywhere. No! Okay, I saved it. Ugh, like this is a thing. Amy says, I can see a meme getting made from you holding that dripping glue. I welcome it. If you can make it, make it. Amy says, Steve-O is a badass. Respect, bruh. Every time I read your bra, I always think like brassiere. But then I remembered the first time I spoke, or you were on my live stream when we were talking about the word bro and bruh, especially here in California. And then it comes to me that you're not actually saying brassiere, you're saying bruh. Steven says, have you ever had anyone act out in chat just because they wanted you to punish them for it as such for spamming chat? Yeah, one guy tried to spam the chat a lot the other day, and I put him in timeout after warning him. Other people warned him too because it was a little bit excessive. And then he came back on because, you know, timeouts are literally timed, so it only lasts for a certain amount of minutes, and then he just wouldn't stop. And to save my viewers from that debacle, I blocked him for the rest of the chat. I don't know if I blocked him for the rest of any other chat, but definitely for that one. Amy says, Bradley, I overreacted, dude, my bad. Third Eye says, she's wearing those boots. Wonder if her feet are hot. No, they're comfortable. If I walk around and stomp in them, like it was requested, probably will start getting a little warm. But that will happen in a couple minutes. Third Eye says, making a funny meme so she could use it against you in a session as payback. I love how devious you guys are to each other. It's great. I love it. Graham says, of course, the rich politicians over here are the ones who can afford the most expensive DOMs, although they usually end up on the front page of newspapers. Well, does that make the DOM more well-known, though? Because, I mean, I hope that can be a slippery slope. I hope that that doesn't mean that new laws will be made against DOMs just because of a politician. So, I don't know on that one. Okay. Amy says, that's why I wrote, bruh. You have a good memory to remember the chat we had a few weeks ago. It was so funny. I do have a good memory. I feel like, I don't know why this surprises people. I've already said this multiple times. And they've seen it in action. Amy says, Third Eye, I think Mistress just thinks I'm a troublemaker, lol. I mean, yes. But at least you're not a disrespectful one. You are quite cheeky, though. I will say that's a good word to describe you. Steven says, as much as I would like to be spanked, I understand, yes, I have to have done something wrong to earn my punishment. But at the same time, I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable or legit upset at me. Oh, no. Sometimes I don't have to have an excuse to do that to anybody. Sometimes I can just play a game, and if you get things wrong, more punishment will ensue. It's not that you have to upset anybody or anything. It's just a game that I construct, and if you don't follow it correctly, you get punished. Simple as that. And it's all fun and games. Like, I'm laughing, you know, while it happens, and then most of the time the sub also laughs because it's ridiculous in a good way. Graham says, oh, it's an old English tradition. We love scandal. Of course you do. All right, I think this thing is done. Look at it. It's so glittery. Woo! All right, while that dries and cures, Bradley says, can y'all help understand why you would like to be punished? Some people like the feeling and other people like the power exchange that happens and being put in their place. I don't know, it's a psychological and physical thing. Okay. I don't know what that Russian person's saying, but I put them on timeout because they gotta, I don't know what they gotta do. I feel like they're unable to communicate in a way that makes sense for anybody, so I have done my moderating duty. Third Eye says, Mistress Marl will just make up something to punish you. Yeah, it depends on how I feel. Raymond says, I went to Catholic school. Being punished for nothing was not unusual. I also went to Catholic school, and this is kind of where I'm pulling from as well. Graham says, punishment comes in many forms. True. One form of punishment that I like to do is leave my subs in the corner and ignore them. To have them reflect on what they've done. Depends on how poorly they've acted. Third Eye says, you look pretty in the mask. Thanks. Bradley says, I know, dude, like, damn. Third Eye says, Amy must be a true sub. Actually, I don't think so. I think Amy's a brat. But, you know. This is all just from the internet, of course. All right. Steven, are you there? Steven. Oh, man, I'm just about to... Okay. Steven says I'm kind of a brat, too. Hey, at least you're a giving brat, though. You tip. Amy says, Third Eye, you are spot on. I'm a sub. Mm-hmm. I'll see it when I believe it. Steven says, no, I'm not there. I'm here. Okay, cool. So I was going to do the walking around and stomping. Wait, but do you want to, like, see it from my perspective? Here, perhaps we'll do it this way. Third Eye says, Catholic schoolgirls have a rebellious side from personal experience. Yep. They do, don't they? Whee! I just jumped. I don't know if you could see that. Let's, where can I put this? Maybe here on the ground. That works, kind of. All right. Yes. Oh, look, I can look like I'm kicking you. Amy says, your legs are smashing. Thank you. Bradley is drooling. Amy says, no messages for the next few minutes. Isn't that right? And actually, Third Eye says, how agile are you in those? I mean, I just jumped a bunch. I don't know. I could do a lot of things in this. Ujo Wall says, on my knees. Good. I don't know. Is that like, I think that's a good amount of exercise in them. Okay. Third Eye says, you're 6 feet now. Not quite. I think I'm like, actually, yeah, I would be around, no, maybe 5'10". Amy says, every time you read one of the messages, your tone drops at the end like you don't believe me or such. Huh? What do you mean? If my tone drops, doesn't that mean I'm just ending the sentence? Because otherwise, if it raises up, isn't that like a question? Carlton says, I think you look like a new Mortal Kombat character in that mask, Miss Mara. Actually, my mask matches my boots right now, I think. I don't know, it's really funny. Ugh, it smells like that glue though, so I really gotta let this cure. Steven says, you could probably beat my ass in those, no question. Not that I'd complain against that. Like I mentioned, this is probably really good for like trampling. Ujawal says, boots look good. Thanks. They're very comfortable, actually. Graham says, wonderful, and a very tasteful rug. Thank you. My $15 rug says, ding. I have like a bunch of stuff on the floor that I can't tell if it came from my boots or what. I don't know. Raymond says, that mask is a collector's item. Thanks. Yeah, I think I'm done with it. Whoa. Okay. This pencil helped a lot, actually. If you ever, for those cosplayers and cross-dressers, if you ever want to bedazzle something, get a wax pencil. It saves the day. Third Eye says, I can't imagine those stomping my stomach. Well, I wouldn't stomp your stomach. Trampling would be like by your pelvis, lower abdomen. I guess it could be stomach, but I don't know. It depends on how much I weigh compared to how much you weigh. Or if I'm doing a full body weight trampling, or if it's Semi. Amy says, Mistress, I better wear my face mask for social distancing measures. 20 seconds later, you are high as a kite from the glue fumes. Yeah, that's why I left it there to kind of just do its thing. Carlton says, wonder what your finish him execution signature move would be in Mortal Kombat, Miss Mara. Oh, I don't know much about Mortal Kombat. I've played it a few times when I was younger, but I don't know many of the moves. I don't know. I would think like some in-air kicks, a high kick, and then a drop kick. I don't know. Because I have like strong legs versus strong arms, I feel like kicking would be more my theme. And obviously with the boots. Graham says, a wax pencil. Good advice. Thank you, ma'am. No problem. Mark Scott says, thumbs up, red heart, black heart, thumbs up. Love all your lives, so I don't stop them from the thumbs up. Okay. Thank you. Give this video a thumbs up too. Amy says, Carlton, get over here. Third Eye says, but can you kick high? Yes, I can. Well, high-ish. And are you asking, like, kicking high in these boots specifically? Carlton says, lol, Amy. Good one. Thumbs up. Third Eye says, not in the boots, but in pumps / barefoot. Definitely barefoot, I can. Pumps, depends on which ones. I've done them in my platform heels before. If you watch my HentaiCon video, recap video, and I'm wearing the really skimpy cheerleader outfit, I actually do a high kick with another girl, and we fight with our riding crops in the parking lot at nighttime. We both can kick high, actually, in our heels. Amy says, get over here is a finishing move from a character in Mortal Kombat, Scorpion, if I remember right. What exactly are pumps? Are they high-heeled shoes? Yes! Go Google that. Bradley says, the new Mortal Kombat suck. Oh, I know. I mean, everything that was classic needs to stay classic. Like, I really dislike it when companies try to revamp stuff to keep those alive. It's like, you're not doing it any better by making them new. I don't know. I'm a classic girl. Anything that has come out before, like, no matter how old they are, like, we were talking about this with the 90s the other day. It's just, like, what it was, because it was in its original form, it was always so much better. And now, these days, it's like a nostalgia thing. So why fix something and try to make it better and improve it when it was not broken to begin with, you know? Graham says, that sounds like an interesting video. Another one to watch. Yeah, that was really fun. I taught a panel. Amy says, I'm heavy clued up on heels, just an Americanism word, lol. Probably. Steven says, I like how Capcom took a huge crap on RE2 and RE3 Nemesis. I haven't played either, so I don't know if I could give feedback on that, but I will take your word for that since you have experience. Carlton says, at Amy, I believe you are correct, Scorpion. Cool, we got confirmation on that. Steven says, I prefer the 1998 and 1999 version of them. Yeah. All of those kinds of games were like so much better in the 90s, I think. Even some of the fighting games that I played, and I'm not even a gamer, but like they were better when it was from the 90s or early 2000s even. Third Eye asks, have you ever worn a Mortal Kombat costume? No, I haven't, but for my September photo set, if you go onto my website and look at my portraits, I have a Scorpion themed photo set that kind of looks like Katana. Wait, is that her name? I don't remember. The one in blue. Kitana? Kitana. And I have a mask on, and I actually took that before like COVID, like 2 years ago maybe. I don't even know. Or was it last year? No, I think it was 2018 I took that. But I never edited it until this year because I have the time to edit and go through all my photos this year. Steven says, sounds like something we were discussing before last time I saw you live. Or last time I saw you live. Bradley says, speaking of nostalgia, has anyone ever smelled something that took you back to your childhood? Because it happens to me all the time. Yes. So I'm really closely tied with like how Manila smells in the Philippines. And like when I smell that slightly humid, kind of smoky air that's like tropical, but also kind of has like a waft of like maybe garbage, I'm not sure, burning, like garbage burning or something. It always reminds me of Manila and I get super nostalgic. And then sometimes I even have a dream that night about the city, which is crazy how powerful like our senses are, basically. Amy says, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, that's all you need in the 90s. I was like so I played a lot of Nintendo 64 and PlayStation. And so I was like Mario Kart and like Diddy Kong Racing and like Crash Bandicoot. Like those are the games that I played. Oh, Amy says that Mario Kart obviously as well. Yeah, for sure. And then definitely way into the 2000s, it became Super Smash Brothers. Graham says, as far as games are concerned, Pong hasn't aged well. No, but everybody knows what it is because it was like one of the most important games when it came out, you know? Amy says, Bradley, don't ask mistress. She is sniffing the glue. JK, JK, JK. Carlton says, in my opinion, all or a lot of the best games come from Japan. I think the graphics are definitely were like super advanced for its time from Japan. But I feel like now, like, well, I don't know. Do you consider Sony a Japanese company? Because it is, but there's a lot of like American collaborations with that, you know? So, I don't know. And are you talking about animation style or like execution, story? Because I feel like, I don't know. Graham says smell is a especially potent mnemonic trigger. Yeah, for sure. Uja Wall says your boots are more worthy than me. Steven says, wow, I just called you Sven. Oof, I'm tired. Okay, I don't know how much longer this stream's gonna last, but Steven says, I wouldn't mind letting Mistress paddle me after playing against me at long, and I lose to her. You mean Pong? Amy says, the glue reference was just because of the message about smells. Just to be clear, lol. Gotcha. Graham says, I recommend sword fighting with steel weapons. Very therapeutic. I would love to learn swordsmanship of some kind. Or at least dance with it. I've seen a lot of dancers with swords, and it's not like they use them for actual martial arts, but it's really beautiful to see what they can do with it. Stephen has confirmed Pong, not long. Third Eye says, I wish I can stay longer. I will listen to the recent lives to hear my name. Good to see and hear you live. Wait, do you want to see me take off these boots? For staying on for this long and for tipping me again, Third Eye? Because I gotta take these off somehow. I might as well do it on camera. While you're still here. Ujawal says, do you play any games? Like video games? Third Eye says, yes, ma'am. Amy says, take them off. Take them off. Graham says, my ex-wife used to do Arabic belly dancing with a ceremonial sword. Nice. Alrighty. How do I do this in a graceful way? Hang on. No, maybe I'll keep this here because I do need both my hands. Okay. That should work. Ooh, should I let it drop? There it goes. That's one down. Yay! They're both free. Third Eye says, oh my God, you're driving me crazy. I'm just sending you off for the night with a good thing to think about before you go to bed, because maybe you'll dream about it. Who knows? You'll dream about my feet with huskies. Carlton says, in my opinion, the only game that has aged well is Tetris. Perfectly suited for pixels. Actually, that's true. That's really true, actually. Yeah, I agree with that. Amy says, you've done this before, mistress. Definitely. Graham says, another pause in the typing. I like how you guys notice. Amy says, Graham, totally noticed that, bro. You guys are funny. All right, well, actually, I may also head out because it's after midnight here, and I have just traveled, so thanks so much for coming. And I know it's a shorter stream than usual, but it had been on for 2 hours, so Nevermore says, as soon as I've seen your live stream, I've gotten down on my knees. Good. Third Eye says, I will dream about them. Niskal says, what are your views on spirituality or meditation? I find that BDSM is my spiritual house, and that those who come to me in a sense of worship, and I give them the space to do that, the safe space to do that. And meditation I kind of see in music, so it's interesting. That's where my goddess Mara side comes out. Amy says, what? No! Raymond says, yay, I made it. Good job, Raymond. I'm proud of you. Utkarsh says, please don't ignore me. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just reading out a lot of different comments right now. Niskal says, great answer. Amy says, another half hour, mistress. You can't demand things of me if you're not the one tipping. Bradley says, I had a dream about your blank. I woke up stiff AF. About my what? You've got to say it in a, like, vanilla term, if you know what I mean. Third Eye says, what have you done to me? Upside down smiley face. Normal smiley face. Happy face. Also content blushing face. Niskal says, views on total power exchange. I have multiple videos on that. So if you just look at my channel, you can peruse new to BDSM. I have a playlist on Through My Femdom Eyes, which is really, really great. I go in through a lot of detail in different scenarios with total power exchange. I even define what certain dynamics are that I experience as a top and a dominant. Utkarsh says, my biggest dream is to serve you, mistress. You can do that by applying via my RSVP form on dominamara.com. Nevermore says, I'm happy to be lower than you. It makes me free. I love that. That's great. Ujawal says, how many footwears do you have and how do you clean them? Well, I'm a very clean person to begin with, so I rarely get them dirty. And then if you watch my ASMR footwear video, it shows all of the stuff that I wear to session or what I wear on camera for sessions. And I clean them by using like normal spray, like alcohol spray. Lysol works really well, spray. There's a lot of different solutions that are partially alcohol based and then chemical based to really kill all the germs. Third Eye says, imagine an actual session with you. Yep. Bradley says, I'm socially awkward, so it's bad. Oh, it's so bad. I mean, you don't have to feel awkward here. As you can see, it's very communal. Amy says, my humor pays for itself, mistress. I'm one of many who has been made redundant because of COVID. Yes, I remember you saying that. But unless you're tipping me, it goes for anybody. Stan says, hey, Mara. Oh, now you show up. We talked about Nero for a second. I mentioned you. But I'm actually about to hop off because I am quite exhausted from my trip to San Francisco. And it was really good seeing everybody though. And I'm so happy I was able to finish this mask. I'm gonna wear it despite the fumes. because I'm quite proud of how it looks. Ooh. Ujawal says, bow down, Tamara. Amy says, I went for the sympathy vote there. Haha, you shot me down proper. Yeah, I did. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Stan goes, oh, cool. Oh, no, don't go, Imperatrix. Ooh, I love that. Graham says, sweet dreams to the sweetest of mistresses. Thank you, Graham. Same to you. Ujawal says, bye. Thanks for watching my stream. Subscribe so that you know when I'm on next. Nevermore says, I will always watch your videos on my knees because I feel that you have power over me. Like you understand my nature and accept it. Sounds good to me. As long as you also like my videos and share them so that others can view them too. Third Eye says, good night, Mara. You kept me up. Much love to you, Third Eye. Thank you for your tips. Amy says, imagine leaving all of us right now, mistress. Oh, I can. That's why I'm saying bye. Carlton says, did you want to pin your Amazon wish list before you hop off this, Mara? I don't know. Are you going to purchase something from there? Because you mentioned purchasing a pair of shoes from there last time, and I never received them. Third Eye says, kept me up and up and up. Nevermore says, thank you for being. You're welcome. Carlton, you can also find my Amazon wish list on my tribute page on dominamaro.com. So, thank you all for joining. I will see you next time. Don't forget to like this video if you like this stream, and I will see you next time. Graham says, take care and be safe, everybody. Until next time, ma'am. Nevermore says, I worship you. Amy says, what do we need to do to keep you online for another half hour? I'm not going to repeat myself. Tipping is probably it, but yeah. See you later. Good night.